find a book?
Yeah.
What do we got here, Maya? We've got 100 grams of blueberries, 60 grams of oats, 10 grams of PB powder, some salt, what else? And 20 grams of protein powder. Basically what we've been eating this whole time. How exciting is having a nice big bowl of food again. Oh my god. What is up, everyone? Welcome back. So I thought I was going to do a video recap of show day at Nationals. That was way too ambitious. There's no way I would have actually done that. The day just went, it's funny, like we were waiting for so long, but then once it started, it just went so quick. And yeah, I'm one of those people that I don't even take photos enough. And even as a mother, I'm always like, I need to take more photos of Maya. But yes, that is definitely something I need to work on. So there's no show day video. That's all good. I am still in a lot of shock over the results. I placed first in masters at a national level, first in class D. So class D was the tallest girls, first for first timers, first for novice, and second place in opens. I am absolutely blown away. It's wild because with online, like I just feel like going into this, as a first-time competitor, as a natural athlete, I thought for sure I was going to be too lean compared to everyone else. And especially because you see people online and they look super vascular and their shoulders are super pumped. And like, I try to take those type of photos. I really do. And I understand how people can take those photos well because I just suck at it. Like, I look in the mirror and I just think I look so skinny. So I really didn't expect this whole experience to turn out the way it did. And it's really motivating. Like it was lovely to place, but also I can see where I need to work still. And so that's even more exciting to have the motivation moving forward. So what I want to talk about today is the reverse or recovery protocol that I'll be following. This isn't going to be really a day in the life video as such. It's more just going to give you this information now and we'll end the video. To be completely honest, I don't love day in the life videos. Sometimes I find them quite boring and like I'm an A-type personality person. I want direction when I'm watching something on YouTube and often there's just like a lot of just nothing going on. So yeah, I'll explain this process and I'm gonna keep these videos probably a bit more informative, still show you parts of the day, but there's not going to be a ton of empty space. It's just not my style. So after show day, I ate a lot of food. I had whatever I wanted. Right after the show, I had a beautiful Biscoff brownie that Gabby made me. You are the best chef in the world, the best baker in the world. I had one of those. My mom also got me a Nutella cookie that was like this big and I ate like all of that while Maya was breastfeeding on me. I was like, oh, amazing. And then we went for Greek food and I had like a pretty healthy bowl because I still like was worried about my digestion. So I just had like a protein bowl with lamb, but it was just nice to have fatty lamb, some lentils, cucumber, feta, all that kind of stuff. And then when I went home, I had like a little lemon slice that was left that my mom saved me, a cake with nice icing on it. I ate really well. I went to bed full. I had to pound so much water. My God, that was probably the worst thing, how thirsty I was. And Leanne, like Chris's mom, warned me, like watch the cramping, like make sure you drink. So I drank this entire bottle of water right before I went to bed, and I didn't have to wake up to pee that night. Like that's how dehydrated I was. So I'm glad I did that. I didn't get any muscle cramping or anything. But I woke up and my digestion was fucked. Like I couldn't go to the toilet, and that's really abnormal for me in the morning. So clearly all of those sweets really affected me. That day as well, though, I just freely ate whatever I wanted. So we went out for breakfast and I just had eggs and toast, but it was just nice to have like butter. It was nice to have my flat white with almond milk. I'm gonna probably keep my coffee order the same as prep, which was always almond milk, flat white, half hot water, and 1 sweetener. I don't understand why I would change that. Like I love it now, so I might as well just keep drinking that. But that was nice to have that breakfast. I had a few cookies at home that we had, or quite a lot of little cookies that we had. Went on the flight, had chips and dip with Maya, got home, ate Nanaimo bars that my friend Lauren made me. What else did I eat? And then at dinner, I just felt like real food. So I had rice and chicken and veg with soy sauce, and it felt good. I wanted to get some fiber in me because I knew I had so many sweets in the last 24 hours. But then I got food poisoning from that chicken. I got food poisoning like 2 months ago, and I think it was the same batch of chicken because I had all of these chicken frozen, but I thought 2 months ago it was just the way that I cooked it. Like it's all in the freezer. But now I'm thinking it was actually that batch of chicken. So I'm going to just throw away all of the chicken that's left in the freezer, and I'm not going to eat chicken for like a few weeks at least. The idea of it makes me cringe. And yeah, so that was an unfortunate night. So then I woke up that morning and I was like quite dehydrated from being ill overnight. So I really thought, okay, just get back into your reverse diet. Let's do this. I obviously wasn't feeling good that night. So I was ready to just eat more whole foods again and help my digestion. Scott gave me my reverse, or I should say it's probably more of a recovery protocol. He added close to 800 calories a day on my diet. This worried me at first. I was like, oh, I thought we were doing a reverse diet, not a recovery diet. And because of my clients, I really wanted to make sure I could experience a slow recovery diet just to see. But he explained, he's like, for general population, like, yeah, if you plateau and you still have fat to lose, you reverse out of the diet to help your metabolism and then continue dieting. But in your case, you don't have more fat to lose. You're at the extreme right now. We need to put 2 kilos on you fast to bring you back into a healthy state, thinking about your hormonal health, which I have no problem with. Like, the thing I love about Scott is he explains everything. And once he explained it, I was like, yeah, 100%, let's put the weight on. I'm glad that he explained that. So I went from about 1,300 calories during my prep at the end to now I'm at almost 2,000 calories. So 2,000 training days, and I think 1,800 or 1,900 on my rest days. So it's a substantial amount of food. And he said to me, just watch. You think that it'll be a lot of food, but he's like, you won't realize how hungry you are after the comp. And funny enough, yesterday I followed the meal plan. I had 2,000 calories, and today I'm starving. Like I've had my oats, but I'm like really hungry right now. So it's crazy because I'm like, wow, I'm already eating so much more than my body was used to, but you can see that it's like ready to go. So we'll see how this goes. I'm super happy to show you this process because I think this is a really important part of the process is the reverse and recovery phase. Although I can eat whatever I want, I think it's really important to acknowledge like before doing all of this, I was already someone who ate fairly healthy. If anything, I feel like bodybuilding has opened my eyes to seeing that I can play with my macros a bit more than I ever was. But for that reason, like I won't be someone who blows out. You'll see the way that I eat. It's pretty like repetitive, and I just like it that way. It's just who I am. My whole idea is getting back to eating, 2,000 to 2,400 calories a day, which I think is around my maintenance, having somewhat of a meal plan during the days, my dinners being open to macro interpretation so I can always enjoy food with my family, and still on the weekends probably having one or two takeaway or restaurant meals, again, just to enjoy and have that free meal in each week. To me, this is the perfect place of balance. As far as my food plan goes, I'll probably be having my oats or baked oats or overnight oats, some variation of oats in the morning. On the weekends, I might do an egg white scramble with egg and toast or English muffin, like similar to what was on my meal plan. But then for lunch, I'll always have a really big vegetable diversity type of meal. It's always what I like to do. So that might be like sweet potato or regular potato or rice, but with a ton of different veg, like at least 4 or 5 different varieties of vegetable, and then some sort of lean meat, whether that be 5% beef mince, 5% pork mince, chicken, turkey mince, or I don't know, I can't eat chicken for a while, I don't think, but something like that, fish um, with sauce. And that is usually what I have at lunch. I keep like a big bowl of food essentially, but the idea is vegetable variety and a lot of fiber. That's what I like to do at lunch, so that's what I'll do. And then my meal or snack before dinner, some sort of kind of sweet treat. So it might be a yogurt with peanut butter and frozen berries. Change the variety of berries up each time. I can change the yogurt flavor up each time. I add a little bit of protein powder into that too. So again, I'm hitting my protein targets. But those 3 meals in my day, whether it be eggs or oats, with the veggie bowl, with the yogurt bowl, that usually ends up giving me close to 95 grams of protein in my day. So I'm already close to 100. And then whatever I have for dinner, whether it be pasta, fajitas, like we like to diversify, steak, salmon, like whatever it is. I don't have to worry too much because I usually give myself, and this is what I did before contest prep, and it's what I'll go back to. I try to give myself like 800 calories in the bank for dinner so I can enjoy a decent portion size. And I don't have to worry too much about what's in it, We can eat as a family and I can enjoy it and know that I've kind of hit my fiber targets and my protein targets in the day. So then if my dinner doesn't have a lot of veggies, like it just doesn't matter. And to me that's balance. To me that's enjoying life, and that's still achieving my goals in a way that's strategic but also a bit chill. I'm very excited for this weekend because Chris and I are going to get burgers at Grilled on Friday. We love doing that, and we haven't been able to do that in a long time. We loved Z Pickle, which is another burger place that just shut down in Brisbane, which is devastating. They're so good. But anyways, I'm just excited to have a burger night. I'm not even someone who's ever eaten yochi, but now because all the comp girls always post about it, now I want that. So I'm excited to enjoy myself with like a dinner like that once a week. But yeah, I guess that's just going back into it. So I don't know if we'll stay at 2,000 calories for the next 1 or 2 weeks. I think we'll just see what my weight does. Once I have that 2 kilos on, we'll start to slow it down and then just be a bit more of a gradual build. So that will be me being closer to probably 60 kilos, which is to me like a little bit less than what my normal weight was anyways. Before bodybuilding, my average weight was about 63 kilos. That's kind of where I lived. So yeah, 60, 61, and then getting into a build phase, that seems quite comfortable for me. And I know for a fact that eating 2,400 calories a day felt really comfortable, like more than enough. So I'm excited that it's not that too far away. This is all definitely a really mental part of the game, but I think it's important to remember that what we do behind closed doors is more important than anything else. And the way my mentality with all of this is, I say to myself, am I an athlete or am I just saying that I'm an athlete? And for me, if I'm actually an athlete and I'm taking this serious, just like a professional basketball player would be taking all of their nutrition seriously, right? I won't like fall out just because now I'm not on stage. Like that's only a sliver of the sport. I am an athlete in this whole sport, so I will perform beyond a sliver of the experience, you know? So I think just reminding myself that, like, I actually am an athlete and I want to take this seriously, it makes it a bit easier. And within that as well, like, it's 80-20, right? So one thing that Scott said to me, and I think he just knows me well now, he knows my personality, he just said, like, remember, like, part of the reverse is allowing yourself to not be completely controlled. And so, yeah, that's why I kind of thought, okay, for dinner, that's what I'll do. And yeah, just give myself a bit more freedom to not weigh all my almond milks and just things that don't matter, you know? Because as a general population person, like, we shouldn't need to weigh everything to the gram unless you're plateauing and having problems, then you might need to look at something. But if we're following everything and seeing the results we need, we don't need to go as hard as possible just because, you know? It's almost like finding the most chill way to do anything with success is the best way, in my opinion. But other than that, I will report back next week. We'll see what's going on with my weight and what's going on with my mind in this process. It could be a very different situation. But thanks for tuning in. We will chat soon.